Hey friends, and welcome to another episode of Team Jesus Outdoors. Hey, I really appreciate all of our viewers out there and all of our subscribers that have helped our channel grow. Hey, back in January we did a Bass Mafia video. That video got a lot of views, seemed to be a lot of people interested in the topic. In that video we were unboxing the Bass Mafia product. So obviously I had never used it before. Now that I've used the Bass Mafia product for an entire season, I thought we would do a 1-year review of the Bass Mafia products. You guys know I'm a multi-species fisherman. I use this boat for everything. I use this boat for bass fishing, I use it for walleye fishing, I use it for muskie fishing, perch fishing, you name it. I use this boat for everything. I have 4 tackle boxes that never leave this boat. Inside this front storage compartment, these 4 tackle trays never leave the boat. I've always got my top water tray in the boat. This is just a plain old 3700 waterproof tackle tray. All season, my Bass Mafia cranking coffin has been in the boat. After an entire season of bouncing around on Lake Erie, Lake St. Clair, and the Detroit River, everything's still nicely intact. This storage compartment is not a very dry storage compartment, yet the inside of this tackle box is very dry. The hooks all still appear to be in pristine condition. So it is my opinion that this Bass Mafia cranking coffin has served me well for the 2018 season. This box has latches that keep a lot of pressure on the rubber gasket. Keeps that box nice and dry. Coffin. Next we have the Bass Mafia terminal coffin. This box has also kept my tackle bone dry. Even the smallest of items are still in their, even the tiny little small items are still in their tray. Nothing's migrated from place to place. I've used this tackle box quite often. You guys all know how expensive our tungsten weights are. These boxes do a great job of keeping our tungsten weights separated so that they're not banging into one another. The paint's not being chipped off of our weights. I am very, very happy with the terminal coffin. If I had a bass boat, or if I had a larger boat with a little bit more storage, I would probably have a couple more of these terminal coffins. And last but not least, another box that has done a very good job of keeping everything bone dry, keeping small baits nicely separated. Hooks are all still in pristine condition because they stayed dry. Nothing migrated across different compartments. Another Bass Mafia box that I'm very happy with. Again, I would probably have a second one of these in the boat if I had enough storage space for it. The fourth and final Bass Mafia box that has been in my boat all season. I just keep it in the back of the boat in another compartment. This is the blade coffin. I keep spinnerbaits in here. I keep some spinnerbaits in here. I keep chatterbaits in here. And I also keep jigs in here. I keep just a small assortment of regular Arky style jigs. I think these are 4x4 jigs, 7/8 ounce. I keep them in a few different colors. Just a good versatile jig that I could do anything with. I have heard some guys complain that it's a little bit tricky to latch and unlatch the blade coffin. And I agree, it's a two-hand job. You've got to apply some pressure to the lid to pop the latches open. But the beautiful thing that does, that helps this rubber gasket create a very watertight seal. I keep my blade coffin in a cubby in the center of the boat that is not at all waterproof. Now, it's not a cubby that gets a bunch of water, but it is a cubby that's exposed to water. And yet this box has stayed bone dry all year. The one Bass Mafia product that I did not find a use for this year, however, I've given it some thought and I may have a use for it next year, is the double barrel jerkbait storage system. It's such a large container that it really doesn't fit cleanly in any of my storage compartments. So I've given it some thought and I think I may have a use for it next year. But I can't say that I've tried it or I've used it this year, so I will not include that in this discussion. Maybe my favorite of all of my Bass Mafia products is the deep cranking box. Now this box I do not keep in the boat. It's just such a large box and my tackle storage is so limited that I do not permanently keep it in the boat. If I'm heading out bass fishing, I think there's some possibility that I may use deep diving crankbaits, then I just throw it in the boat. But like all of the rest of the Bass Mafia products, This box keeps your baits bone dry. Does a great job of storing your deep cranking baits. Just a great tackle solution by Bass Mafia. I guess if I had any one single complaint, it would be the deep cranking coffin, because it's just not quite big enough for 8 and 10x Strike King 8 and 10x deep. I do have to have a secondary crankbait storage solution for extra large crankbaits because they do not fit in the deep cranking coffin box. That would probably be my only complaint. I would have liked to have seen the deep cranking box with a few slots big enough for a 10XD. But all in all, after a full season of using the Bass Mafia product, I run a small boat. I run in the roughest of waters. My storage hatches are not watertight. Every one of these boxes have proven to be impressively waterproof, impressively durable. They do a great job of keeping your baits separated in the individual compartments. I say hats off to Bass Mafia for a great product. I still think they're a wee bit overpriced. I think if they could figure out how to bring the price down, if Bass Mafia could figure out how to bring the price down even just a small amount, I think that they would attract more anglers. But hey, at the end of the day, like I said, I am very happy with Bass Mafia products. I'll definitely be running them in the boat again in 2019. Hey guys, thanks again for watching Team Jesus Outdoors. Hey, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. I hope you'll click that like button. Guys, God bless, tight lines. We'll see you on the water.